Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today has been a really interesting day for the crypto space. I've actually been shouting this out for a little while, but crypto is in a massive bull run, and specifically with some of the things which happened today, wow. Well, wow. Just all I can say about it is freaking wow. So Bitcoin right now is at about 59.3 thousand, Ethereum at about 3,800, BNB 466, ADA at $2.20, and XRP at $1.14. Funny enough, my best pick of yesterday, Solana, has actually gone up about 7%. Let me know in the comments section down below if you bought Solana after my video yesterday. The reason I talked about Solana so much is because I personally find the coin extremely undervalued. Then again, since the coin has already gone up now about 7% throughout the last 24 hours, I would say it's a little bit less nice of a buy, but still undervalued for my general expectation of the coin. To talk about XRP, obviously that is my best coin in terms of a risk to reward right now. Personally, I just hold a ton of it because of the Ripple lawsuit, and I expect it to go completely mental if it actually turns out to win, which I do expect as well. ADA is actually a little bit of a strange coin right now. I had a lot of ADA and I still accumulate every here and there, but I'm not as excited as I used to be, mostly on the basis that they don't have that much stuff coming from them in the short term. Is ADA a solid project? Yes. Does it really have good fundamentals and I guess good founder and a team? Yes. Is the approach that they take towards crypto nice? Of course. Is there that much incentive for the short term? Meh. A lot of other projects are a lot bigger on the short term, focusing on things right now, like for example VeChain, and that's how I make the way off to not go too crazy into it right now, but pick it back up once we get some crazy things in the pipeline. And obviously I know for all you ADA fans that there's epochs, and every couple of days, I think, every like 5 days or so, something is happening. I know, but we're in the crypto space. We want big things fast, flashy things now. And so if there's a different project with some crazier stuff in the short term, I sometimes have to switch my coins around. BNB, I'm not really that big a fan of. Do I hold the crypto? Yes, but it's basically just Ethereum copied with less or with more centralization with less nodes. It's something, all right? I guess it's number 3 for a good reason. It's just the cheaper version of Ethereum. People use it if they want to do small things and Ethereum for the bigger things usually. But I guess it's not one I would really hold too dearly. And Ethereum, of course, is Babe. Same thing for Bitcoin. But these two, there's not, you don't really have to say too much about those. Everybody knows why they're good. Everybody knows why they're at the top. Then again, some things happened today, which I think have also sparked some craziness. One of those things being on the independent.co.uk. Bitcoin ETF news sends price of Bitcoin soaring. So apparently, and this is an expectation, the first ever crypto futures ETF in the US is expected to be approved by the SEC next week. Too bad I cannot read this full article, but I had a couple of them open on my phone, and I even opened one just before reading this article right here. People are just right now going crazy with the expectation of the SEC allowing it, because basically on Bloomberg and all those other sources, it was SEC said to allow Bitcoin future ETF as deadline looms. It's basically the deadline is there. We don't know if it's going to pull through, but we're closing in on 60,000. People are expecting it to. And all I'm saying to you guys is be a little bit careful. Yet a lot of people are quoting Twitter. I didn't actually check that out. We might want to do that real quick to see what's being written over on Twitter by the SEC. I didn't actually check that one out. So I'll just tweet this real quick so I don't forget about the article. Let's see. So the one I wanted to search up is the SEC. Let's see what they put up on their own Twitter, sec.gov. See if they put anything down about this. 13th of October. We just reopened the comment period on proposed rules for listing standards for the recovery. No, not that. I guess maybe this one? No, I don't think this one either. So I'm not exactly sure what they are referring to then on my phone here about Twitter. But you guys get the idea, right? It said here also that no spokesperson from the SEC wanted to comment on the matter. So I guess that is it's kind of obvious though, isn't it? You know, they don't want to comment on that stuff because you can't. If you do, people will speculate like crazy. And right now, there's like a little bit of a weirdness, like a vagueness. People don't really know for sure. Now, Morgan Stanley CEO says Bitcoin is not a fad. Crypto is not going away. I've actually talked about this for a couple of videos by now, is that all these big billionaires, except for the freaking JP Morgan CEO, Jamie Dimon, they're all quite bullish on the matter. Not because they have to, but because they want to, and it's going to help them. I told you guys before, people that are so high up in these rankings, they don't really have to care about crypto. They don't have to buy, they don't have to be bullish. If you're, for example, a person with a multi-billion-dollar net worth, you don't have to care about any new technology because you don't need the revenue, you don't need the money, you don't need the gains. For a lot of us, a lot of the people watching right now, you want crypto to do good because you're going to make a lot of money that way. But that's because you're most likely not a billionaire already. I'm going to tell you right now, I think if you're a billionaire, you think about all this stuff a lot more critically because if there's an industry which is going to hurt your own, you'd be like, I don't know too much about it. And that's the exact thing I guess sympathize Jamie Dimon for. He's built up his whole life in the banking industry. He's so big at it. He's the CEO of one of the biggest banks in the world. Obviously, crypto is scary to you. And even though you notice that all your clients want it, I understand how it's foreign, but also scary because the more that it basically grows in the realm, the more you see yourself being hurt. And even though you might say, oh, but he can just invest in crypto, right? Yeah, but it would be kind of like a hedge. And you might not want to do that at all because, again, that means you're preparing for the worst, which basically means losing a lot of your capital because the banking system is going to collapse or so. And I don't think he really believes that that's going to happen, if you get my drift. So it's a division. You know, some will definitely adapt it because they just see the potential. Some see the potential but try to deny it. And some people like Putin say, hey, there's technology, which is definitely nice, and there's definitely a problem that can be solved, but I don't know if it's actually going to work, which I think is the most honest version of everything. We all know the technology behind Bitcoin and just behind the tech here, or I guess the technology behind the tech sounds stupid. The tech is great. The mass adoption potential is there, but there's a lot of flaws. We know, however, that it's being worked out and that the potential of still doing amazing is still pretty high, right? And so it's not that crazy that a lot of these big guys also adapted, even though there's no necessary stance they need to take. CEO of global investment bank Morgan Stanley says that crypto, including Bitcoin, is not a fad, noting that they are not going to go away, he said. We're watchful of it, we're respectful, and we'll wait and see how the regulators handle it. And guys, I'm freaking interested in that. I had another article open, but I guess it kind of messed itself up. Again, to talk about Putin here, because I already kind of put it in a little bit. And actually, to be honest with you, the majority of articles I've seen today on my news websites is actually just extremely bullish. Because I've been checking it out, I'm like, what can I find here that's a little bit controversial? What can I find that's a little bit negative? No. Bitcoin ETF was like the biggest thing, and most other articles right now are like talking crazy bullish about it. Again, that's just what I found, right? And I do a lot of crypto news searching, though, so I think that if I find that, then the majority of people are also going to find the exact same thing. Russian President Putin accepts crypto's role in making payments. He basically said there's potential for it, but he said it's too early to talk about the trade of energy resources or oil in crypto. I believe that it has value, but I don't believe it can be used in oil trade. And that's the kind of thing I don't have too many words for. I don't know how the oil trade works in that degree. I don't know what type of requirements are there. I'm not going to try and speculate on that either because I'm just going to make a fool out of myself, so I will not bother. Let me quickly see on my phone here if I can find what article that was. It was here. It was about Coinbase takes Horowitz's lead, proposes new cryptocurrency regulator in the US. So I'm not exactly sure why the connection went bad. I'm trying to open it on my phone right now, guys, see if I can actually still get it done. Usually I have a second screen so I can open these articles up, but right now because I'm in a little bit of a hurry, I only have my phone to kind of back me up to do some research or some digging when things kind of go sour, like right there. You might wonder, Dusty, I thought it was opening. I thought it was I thought it was good because I already checked out the article. But I guess the website might be down or something happened right there. But what I wanted to say about that is two things. One, Coinbase has this new NFT feature, which just got really, really crazy amazing in terms of interest. But that also made me think, Coinbase has such huge amounts of influence in the space. I do kind of find it odd that regulators don't give them like some Gawk 3000 or some special treatment, basically. Because if you think about it, Coinbase is it's the literal only public exchange of crypto. It's really the guys you'd want to work with the most because they're the most regulated cryptocurrency exchange out there in the entire world. of really, basically allowing self-custody of crypto, so to speak. Self-custody is a difficult thing to say, but it's not like a Robinhood where you don't actually get the crypto at all in your account. I mean, you can take it out of Coinbase, if you guys get my drift. So I don't really understand why they wouldn't just kind of work with them to find the best solution, because it's also the biggest exchange in the US right now. I don't really get exactly why they're being so hesitant to work with them. I guess maybe it's because, no, I would say they don't want to draw favorites, but then again, they did with Ethereum, right? So, I mean, if you've done it once, you can definitely do it twice. But I don't know. Guys, things are just really, really bullish right now. As you all know, I am long on a lot of different things. XRP just turned around rather quickly. And that's also what a lot of the people in the comment section were saying, and a lot of the friends I meet here. They said Ethereum to 4,000 or Bitcoin to 40,000 is going to make things crash. And it could be that on some exchanges we hit 60. You can see here, the high that we hit was 60,000. I hopefully already said it in my previous video that you have to watch out for the $60,000 mark and actually be careful with all the long positions around that area, because even though we could break through, it's a critical barrier. And a lot of the people here over at my crypto conference here, basically, they've been saying 60,000 is going to be the point where things crash a little bit. So I am going to give you guys some little warning of be cautious about it. I know it's at the end of the video, but it's still better than ever. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video, because in the end, things are really bullish, but 60,000 for Bitcoin is a pretty scary mark, so be careful.